This lighting's banging. Hey, what's going on? It's Atiba here. And today, I'm at the National Championships, and it's kilo time. So, today is the day where I ride the kilo. 4 laps, very, very simple. Go as fast as you can. Don't need to say more. So simple to watch, so quick. And I'm in the final, mainly because I qualified from last year. I'm feeling okay, to be fair. A little hungry, need to get some food shortly. Yeah, let's see how I do. And just do the best I can, really. I can't really say more. But I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully it's going to be warm, because from the previous days of racing, it's not been that great. But you never know. As many people have said, and as a certain artist has said, anything could happen. But let's just smash it and hope to get a very good time. Fingers crossed. Walking to get some food, and it's just got me thinking, if I was to live anywhere other than London, where would I live? Because most places in the UK you need a car, and I don't drive. I rely on public transport, even with my track bike and stuff. So if I did have to move somewhere that wasn't in London, where would it be? Because obviously I'd want a velodrome, number one. Public transport, which is reasonable, number two. But the problem is, right, as much as people discard public transport in London, I think it's pretty decent, to be fair. It's pretty A-star. And I took the bus from Newport today. Well, not today, but yesterday, for the first time. It was alright. Like, it wasn't horrible. One thing that I do take for granted is that I had to wait 20 minutes for a bus. Yeah, which tells you a lot. What's I going to say? So definitely would have been Newport, although it would be on the list because obviously they have velodrome. But the bus stop I went to, and I'll insert a picture here. The bus stop was a bus stop. It didn't have the sign saying bus stop. On the road it said it was a bus stop, but if you did check Google Maps, you probably would have just walked past it, because it didn't look like a typical bus stop to me. Bus came, had contactless, so it's a tick for that. I mean, to be fair, I don't really take buses outside of London, so it's a bit daunting when I take a bus outside of London to go somewhere, because I'm used to fixed prices, announcements, which that bus didn't have, and maybe the hopper, I don't know. I'm just babbling on, but yeah, where would you live if you had to move outside of London to anywhere in the UK? Comment down below, let me know, and maybe we can make a separate video on that. But I should probably make a separate video on track bike without owning a car, and how I get around, because I've learnt a few things over the days. So, you know what time it is? Let's do this. Kilo. Right, that's not even my thing, but yeah, kilo time. Right now I'm on my way to the velodrome, waiting for victory. Not sure on which side of the road he is, but he'll see me. I actually don't know what car he's driving, so that's going to be interesting. But I'll just keep walking. It'll be all good. It'll be all good. I'm not gonna lie, the nerves are kicking in even more, but that's a typical thing when you get to an event. But Sometimes that's a good thing, to be fair.
Is this guy hiding? Oh, you're not hiding. Okay, that makes more sense. Hello.
How's it going?
Yeah, not bad. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, man. Been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh, flipping.
But yeah, after finding the last spot in Newport, we are here. Yeah, so Kilo Day.
Yeah. Let's do this. But you're doing this and I'm watching you do this.
You're watching me suffer. That's what you're watching me do. I mean, that's entertainment for you.
That's true. That's true. You know.
Plus, you'll see
That grimace.
you'll see real riders actually ride, not just me.
Real riders. I mean, if you ride longer than a kilometre, you might just make it into the real rider world.
You say that, but there's riders riding a lot shorter than that
I mean, yeah, exactly.
today.
I.e., not real riders.
Whoa! That's extremely
mean,
snobby.
Come on the road if you're a real rider.
What do you mean? Come on the road. This way.
Bicycles.
This
Yeah,
way.
I'm checking this a minute.
Oh.
Bicycles are made for the road.
Yeah, but that's like saying real running.
And then you got this, which is like a circus. You know,
Mate.
like a circus act.
Mate, that's like saying real running is
On the road.
No, but it's like you saying real running is anything over 800 meters.
Exactly. So that's why, you know, stuff like this you get a stadium for. You know, a circus act. You've got a stadium. You've got people watching. It's entertainment.
Yeah, but you
So,
say that about road cycling.
No, there's no stadium for road cycling. It's entertaining. It just happens to be entertaining.
Oh my god.
Hey, what's going on? Future me from a few days in the future from when I started the video. No. Alright. You know what I mean? Alright. So, I have no idea exactly what's in the video content-wise. I know little bits because obviously I film bits. But there are parts that I haven't filmed, so they may or may not be in the video. And yeah. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. Let's do this. Oh god, please, this feels so cringy. I'm usually behind the camera, not in front of it.
It's a bit late now.
At least a kilo for me is realistic. Alright, so getting my bike ready. Gonna get changed, warm up, and just get ready. Warm. That's all I can say really. On to the next one.
How you feeling?
Sorry?
How you feeling?
We'll see.
Nervous?
We'll see.
I'd say that's a yes.
No, we'll see. The future isn't here yet.
So, how do you feel the chances are of becoming the next national champion?
And that's the Fifth Amendment. So, in theory, that fourth rider that drops out doesn't have to do everything. They just need to work as efficient as possible to get them across the line.
What is it you're explaining right now?
The team pursuit that's going on right now. And also, there's usually how it used to be was that one rider would take a turn at the front, do a lap, pull off, but generally in that case it doesn't always work because everyone's at different abilities. So why does everyone have to take the same amount of turns when everyone's got different abilities? So the strongest rider could do longer turns, maybe the weaker rider or the rider that has the more sprint type engine could do a longer effort and pull off, because if they're there longer they're just wasting energy. They're wasting energy, they're kind of holding up the whole group instead of actually being useful. So working like that tactically has made certain teams in the past win the team pursuit because of it. You know how cycling is. It's very stuck in their ways, where it takes a lot of time to I can't think of what I'm going to say, to adjust. So stuff like aerodynamics, where lower is apparently faster because you're a sprinter. It's not. It doesn't necessarily work like that. It's all on a person by person basis. If we were both in the wind tunnel, I assure you that our aero positions will be completely different if we were doing the same event. Of course, if you're doing longer events, they will change slightly.
for obvious reasons. Usually when I do talk about this stuff, I need a script, but somehow I'm doing it freestyle with no issue. Maybe it's because you're interviewing me.
Yeah, maybe. the nerves helping you out there a bit.
It is.
Good, I guess.
Just a bit slower than what you do on the track.
This guy likes to pull punches. Hey, it's come from the same guy who didn't qualify. Although you beat Luke, so I can redeem you on that one. Insert video of Luke Schmidt now.
I'm Luke Schmidt. I'm a genius.
He's about, to be fair. Huh? Yep. The helmet.
A bell. It's a bell.
A bell, right.
Helmets is another whole discussion on what's better and what's not.
Wearing a bell now.
It does the job though, I guess.
What? About 20 years ago it did the job.
Well, you don't know unless you have data. So it could be really fast for them or really slow. You don't know.
Well,
unless you have those
wins
numbers.
races, that's enough data. I mean, there's that.
Not necessarily. It
What?
could be fast, but you don't know how much faster it is compared to another
Sure,
helmet
sure.
or slower. So he could be sacrificing a load of watts because he's wearing a slow helmet, even though he's winning.
Well, yeah, but then the reality is, though, the data that counts the most is if he's winning or not.
Yes and no, but he's got a chance to win by a bigger margin.
Sure, but there's no point in winning by a bigger margin if...
It means that he has to do less work until he has to really do less work. When you do something like a match sprint, it's not just one sprint effort. You have to do multiple sprint efforts throughout the day. So you've got to have tactics, not just race tactics, but kit choice that works well for you.
No, what I'm saying is if he wins his races overall,
Yeah.
now yes, he could win them and it take lesser efforts, but if he's winning them, that's the only stat or the only data that matters really.
But what
Obviously,
if
if he's got
someone else comes
supplementary
along, right, with better kit and starts beating him?
then he's no longer winning, and at which point he needs to go, right, I need to look at other data.
But he should have looked at that earlier so he'd stay ahead longer.
If he's winning,
It's usually until it's usually until something goes wrong, alright? People change instead of changing when it's probably most important, when you're doing good.
Sure, I think we're winning, and you don't have to look at the data. Obviously you can if you want to win by a bigger margin. But
So what happened to GB in the Olympics?
what happens to you?
They got dominated.
Right.
Every other country stepped up
Yeah, but they look,
and kept breaking
that
records.
doesn't help your point, because they look at every data there is, and even data that don't.
Sometimes they miss things.
So,
They're very stuck in their ways. Hence why Bigham is only part of GB now and wasn't part of GB earlier, because they didn't take his advice to big events.
yeah, that's right.
It works for me. It's not general aerodynamics. You keep forgetting. It's individual. If we wear the same helmet, it's going to be slower on either you or me, based on so many factors.
So just to be clear, you guys are debating what? The Twin Towers on his bars.
Sort of what shot? There's data.
What are you doing? I feel like I should record you right now.
Actually, I haven't talked to this guy. Hello. How are you?
Alright.
How are you feeling? I mean, you're out, and you've got one more race now, tomorrow.
You only did one race.
I haven't done it yet.
You haven't even done it yet.
Yeah, but I'm going to do it, and I'm going to beast it. I'm going to try and beast it, because do as best as I can.
It's going to be world national champion.
Stop jinxing me! Yeah, you feeling good for the Kieran? How do you feel that certain people aren't doing it? We won't name him. Actually, no, I'll say his name and then bleep it out.
I'd be the same.
So what, you got another race?
Tomorrow. Yeah. So he's doing, well, he done the kilo qualifying on Thursday. He didn't have team sprint yesterday because he didn't have the team unfortunately. And he's got Kieran tomorrow. So sprinters trio.
What's your PB at?
1:49.
So what were you aiming for today?
Sub 1049.
Not that impressive, is it? I was thinking more like sub 1, but you know.
Look, that's a big step.
Right.
That's like 5 seconds.
Yeah, 5 seconds. What's that?
That's a lot.
You can gain 5 seconds easily. Do you know what? I reckon you gain 5 seconds if you lose those twin towers on you.
Without your data, it's just theories.
True. I think we've got a bit of data here.
You don't have any data. I have data. Just because two of you lot say something without any data, it's just hearsay. It's just he says, she says.
Well, it's actually he said, but... Okay.
Look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, okay?
What's the race?
Warmed up, getting ready, do not know what time I'm on, because BC have a thing, they're not actually posting times yet, they just kind of go by a program, which is fair enough, and it means they don't actually have to, like, stay to certain times.
Sounds like you're doing a video diary.
Now, certain people have made me forget what I was going to say. We'll jump back on the rollers in a bit, closer to the event. I think in the next few minutes, we're going to see heats and see who I'm with when I'm up, and we're just going to smash it and be as aerodynamic as possible, because some people have actually been aero testing with data instead of just believing myths. Alright, see you in a bit.
The shadows betray you because they belong to me.
Nicely done. What did you say?
Not a PB.
No, I know. I figured you wouldn't be happy with that.
It's alright.
That's good then. How did you find it?
Huh?
How did you find it?
I was firing out near the end.
Yeah. Good to see.
I felt like I was flying and then...
Ride your one. Just ride your one. Right.
I'm going to lie down over there.
How was that? Was it what you expected?
I wasn't sure. It's qualifying time for next year, so...
Right.
Well, I'm still recovering from that kilo. Not a PB, but still qualifies me for next year. A lot to work on as usual, but you know, not too shabby, not too shabby. But I might as well end it here. I literally have no idea what content I've had because Victory's been filming a lot of the stuff, so we'll see what I could actually filter out from this video. I'm going to cut it here. If you like the video, give me a like below. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.